What up, JB? JB, you get a new job or something? What's what happened with all that? Cubicle life. There you go. Good job though. Good gig. I remember you saying before how you fucking hated your other job or something like that. I don't know. You got there was they downsized, right? Something like that. Cubicle life's not a bad life, man. I mean, depending on if you're actually in a cubicle or not, you know. Yeah, I mean, there's cubicle life and then there's like cubicle life. You know what I mean? Like there's some roles out there that are legit. Like you get fucking shackled to your shit, and that is obviously not great. But no, I'm glad to see that that you're in a position at all, bro. I mean, I know it's tough sledding. It's tough sledding out there. You feel me? Looking for something in Utah. Okay, so you're getting out of Cali? What's driving that change, dude? You and I mean, I assume you and Leanna both moving to Utah, or you're hoping to. I feel you, dog. I feel you, man. And you know what? Depending on your situation and stuff like that out there. I mean, it could be good to make a change. You know, get a new perspective. Oh fuck, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you're looking like an absolute fucking meal today with that pomade. I'm gonna fucking order myself some of that. Um, but I know you'll land on your feet, bro. So don't sweat it. I know it's probably a lot going on right now, but maybe a new perspective, like a new you know what I mean, like a new scenery is what you need, bro. Maybe that's exactly what the doctor ordered. You know, not Doctor Bob because he's not a real doctor and he can't prescribe anything. Um, but you know what I mean. Absolutely, bro. Onwards and upwards. Stack your paper. Just try to grind that out at this gig until you find something different. And you know what I mean, bro. I'm sure that you're gonna be fucking so much better off for it soon enough. Just waiting on Bert and Tiggy to jump in here. We're gonna do a little something something. Hey man, this is what we're here for, bro. This is what we're here for. You been gaming at all? You find any time to game, or you just fucking slammed? Because I feel like I have just been absolutely mobbed lately. But there's been a lot of good stuff coming out, so I'm finally carving out some time to get some game time in. So I'm happy about that. There you go. Are you watching RLCS at all? Feel you. So what's out in Utah, bro? What is the career? Yeah, Miller is fucking going off. I wonder why. What is out in Utah? Are there any like specific jobs or is it like a a company out there that you're into, or is it just like kind of different vibes that you kind of always wanted to check out, or what is special about Utah, if anything? Unless it's just like you threw a dot at a map and you were like, I'm ready to fucking go to Utah. I hope I don't get fucking DMCA'd for like lo-fi music, right? That can't happen, can it? Loving the scenery, hiking, camping, outdoorsy. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I'm all about that. Man, there is genuinely like no better feeling, I feel like, than seeing somewhere new and like exploring, and I love that shit. That is one of my favorite things in life, man, is just like fucking like attack helicopters cruising over my house right now, like you read about. But nah, man, I love exploring, like going to a different city or a different country. We've been to like a dozen countries, and I feel like I haven't really seen a whole lot of the U.S. So like getting outside your comfort zone and going and like, interacting with locals and, you know what I mean? Like kind of just getting outside the box is the best thing for you. That shit is like the best thing for you. And then there's no feeling like coming home neither. So, you come home after a little while and, you come back to the Bay after a little bit or something and see the rents and then get right the fuck back out there. But challenging yourself and getting outside your comfort zone and proceeding from the known to the unknown is one of life's greatest challenges that are like right in front of you. Cole, what's good, baby? Yeah, Tiggy and Bob will be here in a minute. I just figured I'd like get people warmed up, kind of go live, get people trickling in here. And me and JB were just talking about traveling. Cole, you got a particular place that you like traveling to, or that you're hoping to travel to, whether you've been there or not? Hey, Miller, come here. Good boy. You're a good boy, huh? Yep, that's the way to do it, man. When I first got like one of my first jobs when I left retail, my boss, like I was mad nervous and shit, and I was like, and he was just like, dude, proceed from the known to the unknown. That's all you gotta. That's what all you need to remember is like proceed from the known to the unknown. Just do it. You don't even have to leap. Just proceed. And that's what we did. All right. Little fishing spot. Miller's back here somewhere. Where'd you go? Why are you hiding over there? Why are you hiding behind the chair? Virginia cooling source nuclear reactor. That's pretty cool. Property management. Yeah. A lot of people are doing realty right now. You know, it's a tough market, right? It's a tough market. Depending on where you live. I know in Mass anyway, it's a little tough right now. But good work if you can get it and make it work for you, depending on, you know, kind of where you're at and what you're doing, who your primary customer is, you know. All right, hold on. Tiggy.
Yoy.
What's up, Hubba? How are we?
He's doing fantastic.
Yeah? Quacktastic?
Oh yeah. Quacktastic. Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth.
Quack, 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 Mrs. Ducksworth.
I don't see your cam.
What the fuck's going on here? Dude, is this really gonna make me fucking quit? Oh my lord.
Ooh.
God damn this fucking software, bro.
Ooh, there's
God
the
damn it.
Hold on. How do I share my screen in this stupid fucking call?
Wait, Bob, before you start ranting and raving, how do I, Bob? Is there a way for me to disable my camera in Streamlabs so that?
Yes.
How do I do that so I don't have to like quit OBS?
Oh, you do have to quit OBS.
There's no way for me to just remove it as a source?
No, because it's already active in OBS.
Are you sure?
So you'd have to start the stream, task manager out of OBS, launch the call in Discord, and then just capture us in Discord instead of capturing OBS.
That can't be right.
It is right. I'm telling you, it's right.
That's fucking stupid. All right, I'll do that in a second.
Yeah. Okay. Where is Tiggy? This is ridiculous. This is getting out of control.
Oh. Wait. Webcam.
You working tomorrow?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You working from home?
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the driving range?
Maybe.
Because I took tomorrow off as a mental health day.
Ooh.
And I need.
Oh, I figured it out, Bob. You don't have to do that.
Whatever.
Do you
Okay.
Want, do you want to know? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
There's something far more important.
What is it? It is not. What is going on?
Just
right
look who's at the top right there. Just look who's number one.
Thank God I'm not sharing my screen.
Just look who's number one.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah, Diamond 2, 72 LP. Look who's number one in that lobby.
Is it you?
It's me. It's always been me.
Hold on, let me fucking figure out the window capture thing here. It's in like transition mode right now. Edit scene transitions.
I'm telling you, this might be the season I hit Masters.
I believe in you.
And if I hit Masters, I can only go up, you know?
Everybody's gonna hear about it. It's gonna be everybody's problem.
Yeah. I am everybody's problem.
I can confirm, yeah. All right, hold on. Move this over here. Move this over here.
Oh, wow, these actually work this time.
I haven't done this with fucking 3 people in a little while, so I gotta change the camera angles and everything else, dude. This is fucking wild. Believe this?
We're getting crazy here.
Do you like to do it yourself?
What's up, Tiggy? You want to meet us at the driving range tomorrow?
If you want to see some 400-yard bombs sent down range.
That's what I want to see.
That's precisely what I want to see. I can't get that when I golf with Bob, so somebody's got to do it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I just said that I love golfing with Bob, so, and I do.
That's what I thought you. That's what I thought I heard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's exactly what you heard because that's what I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's great because I'm so glad that's what you said because that's exactly what I thought you said.
Yeah. Tiggy, I'm gonna crop your
'Cause-
bed out of the image here.
Because if you said otherwise,
Really?
I would have been fucking mad.
I mean, I'm getting to the point where I might get some sheets on this bad boy.
I mean, you don't have a
Look at it
mattress
this
on the
way.
floor, which is big.
Look at it this way. At least you don't have people coming in chat fucking yelling at you to make your bed every single day,
Yeah,
I mean,
not yet. Not yet.
which is what I had when I had a fucking apartment that was just my bedroom.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, you could have also
Oh, you-
you could have made your bed. I mean,
Shut up.
I'm just saying that it was, it like could have been.
No, 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 no.
It would have been simple. It would have been simple to have just done
And-
that.
Dom, and then what? And then later on at night, I get back into that bed and it's a mess. Come on. And then what? Then I do it all again the next day. Jesus, what is this?
You know what?
I didn't realize I was walking into an intervention this episode.
Yeah, no, this is a lot more than that. Hold on one second here. I haven't had to crop Discord windows in so long. Boop 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 boop.
The Path of Exile devs feel very bad for the Diablo 4 counterparts, but that's live service for you and why they're going more in the Elden Ring sort of direction. Huh. Well, Diablo 4 is dead. Oh shit.
Already?
Yeah.
That was fast. Oh, did you download Baldur's Gate?
No, but I can at any time.
Oh, fuck yeah, baby. It's Baldur's Gate season.
Dude, it's Remnant season right now.
Yeah, but it's also concurrently Baldur's Gate season.
I don't know. It's like fucking trying to mix golf season with any other season because I'm golf man now.
I mean, the NFL
It's
starts
golf.
literally
No.
next week,
Stop.
right?
It's golf year round. That's all we're doing now.
It's all golf all the time.
When I started playing lacrosse in high school, I quit every other sport I played just to play lacrosse year round. Actually, I take that back. I quit the basketball team because our coach was a fucking prick.
Okay.
And I still almost played D3 basketball. Why? Because I'm a fucking champ. That's why.
Well,
D3, baby.
Why do I do this?
D3, just
Mighty
like
Ducks.
TFT.
D3? Nah, D2. Just like TFT.
D3, the Mighty Ducks. That's the way it goes. Nora, hey. Good to see you. You guys want to see something cool? You guys all want to see something cool? Every one of you? Hold on, I'm gonna go like this.
Hold on.
And then
Wait, do you want me to share my screen again?
No. I just wanted to put
What?
this full screen on this monitor so that I can look at you guys and also see the names, and then I'll look directionally. Know what I mean? So I got you over here and I got you over here. A little bit over here and a little bit over there. You know what I mean? All right. Oh, Tiggy is back.
I like the layout you have of the windows.
Thank you. I was just, working on it. Working
I
on
like that.
working 9 to 5. Tagging me in the IG story really did it. Yeah, Nora, I know you're a big IG story enthusiast. So I did that for you.
Wait, they didn't get to see me take first place in that TFT match. What is this?
Uh,
I thought that was the cool thing we were going to show them.
no, we gotta do something else. Nora, how's the lighting though? New camera, new lighting.
What'd you get for a camera?
The Logitech Stream Cam.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It was on sale on Prime Day for $100, and it's normally I think 170 or 160. So,
Yep. That was a good choice.
and I just put
Yeah,
maximum
check that out.
FPS. Fucking dope. Looks mint. Thank you. You're mint.
Now,
You're
now let's
fucking
just
dope.
see. Now let's just see if your Discord crashes.
It hasn't done that in weeks. Fucking now it's gonna
I'm
crash.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Now it's gonna
I'm
crash.
just-
Now that you
I'm just
said it.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Now that you
never know.
said it. Hold on. Let me.
It
fucking-
does. The camera does look good. That is
Didn't
a-
happen.
that is a
It didn't
good
happen
camera.
once with me.
Maybe Tiggy is the key. Maybe Tiggy is the key.
Tiggy's always been the key.
And the volumes are all good. Good. Hold on. I'm going to tweet this out right now.
Damn, it's like we have a fucking Nora's our virtual producer.
Virtual producer Nora. Love it.
VPA Nora.
Associate producer Nora. Hold on, I'm gonna put this is a good one. Game.
Nora, you get paid exactly what we get paid, and that's nothing.
Oh, whoa! What about the bonus incentives?
What
I
bonus
told
incentive?
you not to. Wait, Tiggy's going through a tunnel right now. He can't.
Yeah.
All right, that's live. Oh, I gotta do TikTok too. There's so much fucking shit to do.
Don't you wish you could just combine all the social media somehow together?
You
And
can't.
honestly,
Don't I
just
ever?
shout
Dude, it's
it
a
out.
fucking full-time job just to get everything live, tweet it out. Fucking. Oh, now I gotta update
Yeah.
TikTok live studio. I'm done.
Almost like a dog barking in your ear the whole time. Don't you just wish you had that? Like we could call it woof or something, you know?
We can call it woof. What is it? What was it? WUPHF?
Yeah.
Miller, what are your thoughts on all this?
Miller's gonna stay this time?
Are you gonna stay here? Do the whole recording? Are you a good boy? He's fed up with me today. And you know what? The feeling's fucking mutual. Do a lot of work around here for zero appreciation. All right.
This is bullshit.
Volume's a good
I went up 38 LP, and I didn't even get a good job, Bob.
Good job, Bob.
This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Great job.
I'm over here sweating at my desk, trying to get first place. And I don't even get any fucking
Bob.
praise or recognition.
Great job.
Yep.
Great job.
Thanks.
Grape job. I'm gonna get you a. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you a scratch and sniff sticker that says "Grape job" on it. That's what I will give you.
And it smells like watermelons.
No, the grapes.
Huh?
It smells. Are you fucking dense?
It's like those pack of fucking markers that you rub and then you.
Yeah.
But it's like the unknown. It's like the unknown flavor.
Correct. It's the mystery one.
Yeah. Grape job. Could be anything.
It could be. But what is it really? What does it all mean? Dude, this TikTok thing is not fucking intuitive, bro. It is not. This shit is not tight. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, flavored markers, Nora. You never tasted them?
Yeah, you're not supposed to. Never mind.
What? How do you think I got to be the man I am today? You think I didn't suck on a couple fucking markers?
Human growth hormone.
Yeah. Well, the pineal gland is an awfully strong gland in my body.
I'll show you a pineal gland.
Why would you want to do that? It's like dead center in your fucking brain. It's like right here, like three inches down.
I got nothing for
Yeah. Yeah. Guess what? Anatomically correct Bob. That's what they call me.
you. Yeah.
And when I say anatomically correct, I'm also missing a few parts. Like a third of my patellar tendon. That's gone.
What is this, 348?
I'll check.
Chat and interview. I'm going to change this to. Is this 348?
I'm looking. Hold on. Stop yelling at me. It's 348.
Boom. Chat and interview.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Pete. What did Pete do?
He said nice job on
Nice
the win.
job on the
and
win, and
SR.
SR Bob. Yeah, fuck yeah. Pete!
That was
Nora,
for
Pete, JB, Coleman. Y'all haven't started
Pete,
yet?
I
No,
can't-
we're going to start. Nora, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm
Pete, I
over
can't
here-
wait to see you Saturday.
I got to be a fucking. I'm a. You know. You got to start. I'll give Nora the keys to the socials, and you can do all that. How's that? It takes me 48 minutes to do.
Works for me.
All right, what are we gonna do? We're talking about CS:GO gambling is gonna be banned on Twitch. React Meta. Anything else? Anything else good?
CS:GO 2, no franchising, no partner teams.
They're never gonna do partner teams though. There's no reason for them. I mean, we could talk about it. I'll talk about it because there's a lot to discuss for that. But they're never gonna.
What is it?
What, was there ever a rumor that there was going to be a partner league?
Well, it says Counter-Strike announced huge updates, no longer allowing business relations between TOs and teams. Goodbye franchise and partner teams.
Okay, yeah, save that. We'll talk about that because that is actually pretty large. And then Path of Exile is shitting all over Diablo, which is hilarious.
All right,
And Remnant 2 is still the best game out right now. Actually, Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, we can do a little maybe like first half of 2023 Game of the Year predictions. Like the Game of the Year predictions before Starfield comes out.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Starfield is gonna fucking stink.
Oh my god, here we fucking go. On this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, we are going to be talking about XQC and hot water for just putting other people's shit on stream and walking away, and how the React meta, which is a term that hurts my brain to say out loud, maybe going the way of the dinosaurs. We're going to be talking about all the great games that have come out already in 2023, maybe a little first half Game of the Year before Starfield comes out predictions, and also CSGO and Twitch. Not really getting along right now. All that and more on a very sexual, very safe for work, and very respectful episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Let's go. Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It's your boy, Papa Dom. We're back live, direct, and handsome. And can we just give a round of applause to Steve for that fucking sick new intro? Can we all just take a moment? Everybody, please, on your feet. A standing ovation. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to play the sound effect again. Standing over.
Respect.
Standing over, Steve. The new intro is absolute liquid magma. And big shout out to Steve, a.k.a. Evettes, a.k.a. the rock and roll hot dog themselves, for doing the damn thing as usual. Not that they have ever not made a banger, but this in particular is just new update.
Did you see Steve's new Overwatch?
I did.
Frag video.
I did.
Awesome. It's fucking awesome.
It's fantastic. And it's just, it makes me feel like I'm very bad at all the video games that I play. Also, this is like the third time now. You hear that? Do you hear that?
No.
Dude, there is like a chopper that has flown over this house like 3 times. And I don't know what the deal is. I feel like Henry Hill now in Goodfellas. I'm like, I just keep looking behind me. But yeah, big shout out to Steve. Thank you so much for doing the intro and outro. We love you. And we're here live, direct, handsome, in the place to be. Once again, we're back at full strength. We got 3 people on the podcast. It's phenomenal. Tiggy is back once again. Tiggy, welcome back. Welcome back to the program.
I tell you, Dom, I can't thank you enough. Dom and Bob both for bringing me back. Is that 3 back to back to back or 4?
I think it's 4.
Breaking records and extending.
It's the 4th time.
Yeah, listen, the 4 time, back to back to back to back podcast guest. That's the first I think 4 time in a row guest that we've ever had.
3. We've never even had 3. Tiggy broke the record last week.
So we might be, yeah. So, it's seriously, and still, the and still recurringest. You might be the recurringest guest that we've ever had now.
Still reigning. My favorite time is the next time.
That's right.
I want that on record.
But Tiggy, how are you? How are you feeling?
I'm doing good. Good long weekend. We're almost there. Friday Junior. I'm snacking on a little Totino's, FaZe Clan, buffalo chicken pizza rolls.
Whoa!
Not an
Please tell me, did you cook them?
Are those raw?
I was gonna say, why do you just have the box?
Well, yeah,
okay.
Obviously I cooked them. Just a little product placement.
I thought that was like at first I thought it was like a Cheez-It or like something like that, like it was a pizza roll flavored chip or something. And then the second thought that flashed into my head was, are you just raw dogging those?
Is he sucking on those until they thaw out in his mouth?
You know, I mean, technically everything is pre-cooked, right? Or
I mean, yes, yeah, no, those are definitely pre-cooked. You're right, but
they taste great all the same.
Tom's muted.
when we were in high school, we pitched in for a microwave for homeroom, and we didn't tell the teacher. Somebody just brought it in. We all like threw like $5 on it. And we got we bought somebody's extra microwave off of them, and we just made pizza rolls in there. And one kid was like, "Oh, dude, you don't even have to microwave these. I eat them cold all the time." And started just eating raw frozen pizza rolls.
Oh,
I'm like, buddy,
dude, I'll never forget that I supplied with the second Nani's shop with a radio, and then they fired me 2 weeks later.
I mean
And then I never got that radio back.
Yeah, I mean, that place has done all of us dirty. There's been like 4 different people on this podcast that Nani's has done dirty. So
Piggy, have you ever been fired by Nani's?
Nice.
Nani's Pizza, yeah, Nani's Pizza Incorporated.
No, I think right now I haven't gotten hired yet. My application's still there, so
Yeah,
you know I'm pre-fired technically.
they are
Yeah.
hiring. I did see on Facebook that they are hiring. But yeah, Nani's fired me, you, Mikey, and Joe. And Joe was in the podcast.
No, Mikey
too.
quit. Mikey quit.
Is that what he told you? Nobody quits.
No, I'm pretty sure he quit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like nobody.
He could walk in there today and they'll let him work.
I want to like go back there and just to get fired again, and just like not show up and have George take me off the schedule just for old times sake.
I don't ever want to go back there.
I don't know,
I don't
just-
even want to eat their pizza. Their pizza makes me feel bad.
I had a roast beef earlier that made me feel phenomenal. I feel like I could run through a brick wall. You know what else makes me feel really good is this Juvie rejuvenating energy drink,
It's fucking good.
cherry flavor, cherry slushy. It's absolutely delicious.
Cherry slushy? They
Mhm.
gave you cherry slushy? I have kiwi strawberry. I want that one.
No, I ordered this one specifically on Amazon. It was the only one that didn't have like 2-day shipping, so I waited
I
for like
want
2
that.
weeks. Oh yeah, dude, it's so good.
Cherry slushy.
I bet if you put that with like a little bit of Diet Coke, a little bit of Jack, a little cherry Coke,
You're a fucking booze bag.
Little
Just
cherry
drink
Coke.
the drink.
Speedball.
You're gonna start. Listen, you're gonna start bringing back the fucking vodka Red Bull days, and those were some of my darkest times.
Hey, I'm just saying it sounds delicious. Also, we're going. Let's talk about some weekend, shall we?
Damn, son.
Oh,
where'd you
shout out
find
to
this?
Juvie. I mean, they did send us a couple of packages. There's not an ad. We're not sponsored.
Yeah.
But they sent us some to try out, and they are fucking awesome. It's becoming my new like day to day, not day to day, because I don't drink fucking energy drinks every single day, but my go-to like energy drink. Great amount of caffeine, no sugar, very good.
I know. I just the cherry one is new. That's the new flavor. Again, they sent these to us, but they did not tell us to plug them. I actually was specifically told.
Yeah, they didn't even ask.
No.
They didn't even ask us to plug them.
They were just like, "Hey, check it out. If you like them, great. Let us know. You don't even have to feel obligated to talk about it on the podcast." And I was like, "Good." But I probably will because I'll be drinking it on the podcast because I can't stay awake anymore because I have a baby. So, dude,
Hi, Scrap.
I stopped. Hey, Scrap, how are you?
Miss you.
I stopped working at like 5:15, and I just sat on this couch back there, and I passed out for like 25 minutes. Did not even realize. I woke up to like Miller crying to go outside. That's how
Happens to me
fucking
all the time.
just so tired. But yeah. Ooh, wait, are the cherry ones back in stock on Amazon? Look at this, dude. I'm fucking. Give me a case.
I'm buying.
See ya
actually, I'm
later.
gonna order a case right now.
See ya later. $36 for 12 cans. Do the math for me, Bob. What is that?
36 for 12, $3.
$3 a can. That's not bad. That's what I pay for like a Red Bull. Normally, I'm a
That's
like
that's
a little
Red Bull Monster level.
like a little sugar-free Red Bull in the afternoon. Like I'll do a coffee in the morning, little sugar-free Red Bull in the afternoon. This is way better than that. And I think it's the same amount of caffeine, and it just tastes better, and I feel better. I don't feel like garbage. I don't feel like the hankering to put vodka in it. You know?
Dude, these are like I've told you this 3 times now. They are the perfect amount of caffeine for an energy drink.
No, they totally are. They need to get the variety packs on Amazon, though. Sam, if you're listening to this, get the fucking variety packs on Amazon. What are we doing here? Anyway, on to the show. We're gonna talk about our weekends. Tig, you're back. 4 to 7 whole days without seeing us. How was your weekend? What have you done in between the time that we saw you last?
It's been good. I took a little. I was thinking of the Spanish word for trip. I don't know. I was going to say siesta or fiesta, but it's neither.
Both.
I Or both. I took a little of both. I had a little partying, a little sleeping, and
Yep.
I was in around Denver, Colorado, visiting my other half. We were celebrating 3 years. Went out to a nice fancy restaurant.
Congratulations.
It was
Wow.
it was awesome.
Congrats on the love.
Yep. Shout out love. Also shout out hate, I guess, because there couldn't be that much love without that much hate.
Sunshine wouldn't be
Not
good
that-
if it wasn't for rain.
Yeah,
that's right.
can't have flowers without the rain.
Joy wouldn't be good if it wasn't for pain, you know?
My toilet would be clean if I didn't exist.
Yeah. Also,
are all
just big shout out to
fantastic
all of the weird bots on Twitter that like my podcast tweets. I hope that like some very like thirsty people who follow these like obviously fake like porn bots on Twitter. I hope people see that and they go, "Oh,
Wait.
they like this podcast, so I must want to like it," and then tune
Wait.
into us.
They're fake?
Oh no, Bob.
You sure they're fake?
Bob, why don't you tell us about your weekend and we'll take this offline.
I mean, I followed about 15 different accounts that have been liking all of our tweets. That's what I did this weekend.
Follow for follow.
Yeah, follow for follow.
F4F. Comment back.
What did I do? Went golfing on Saturday. Golf man, like I said. I don't know if you listened to the podcast last week, Dom, but we're rebranding.
Are you?
No, we are.
We.
We, the collective,
Okay.
are rebranding
Yep.
to NAGP, not another golf podcast.
Yep.
I am the golf man, Bob, of course. You know,
yeah, everybody knows
obviously,
that.
I'm the golf man. Obviously, come on, guys. So yeah, went golfing on Saturday. Played pretty well. Probably played one of the best days I've ever played. I was just looking at the stream. I don't know what the fuck you were doing.
I'm moving. I can't fucking see you. You're like so far away on the camera, so just moving you up.
Golfed Saturday, hung out with the lady, and then played a bunch of video games. Been playing a lot of Remnant 2. Remnant 2 is absolutely
Gas.
fantastic. You say pass?
Gas.
Oh, I was
This shit
gonna
is
say,
fucking
yeah.
flames. Jet fuel.
It's
It
so
is
fucking, it's so
fantastic.
good. Playing a ton of Remnant 2. About to beat our first playthrough with a couple of my buddies. Grinding away at TFT. I mean, fucking obviously, I'm fucking. I see the top of the leaderboard, and I'm like, damn, just a couple more rungs.
That's a fact.
My arms aren't even getting tired.
Who just subscribed?
They're tired. I don't know. It's behind my
Oh shit.
face.
I didn't see who just subscribed. What the fuck? All right. Well, hey, whoever just subscribed, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I missed it, but thank you so much for whoever just subbed. I literally have no clue. But thank you.
What
I appreciate
else? Oh, and I've been playing through. I have the Devil May Cry 1 through 3 HD collection
Yep.
on my Steam Deck.
Yep.
So I've been playing through Devil May Cry 1. Surprisingly good little game that I never got around to as a kid, and I'm glad I'm getting around to it now. I play through like 2 chapters a night. It's like 45 minutes, 2 chapters. I'm in bed, then I fall asleep.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I got a good amount of game time in this past week, but this weekend had a great time at my buddy's wedding. Big shout out to Janara and Jack who got married this weekend. Great time. There was a great live band. They played all the hits, Mr. Brightside, All the Small Things, just banger after banger after banger. There was one kid there who was, I mean, he had to have been one of, if not the drunkest person there, and he was screaming, "Play Mr. Brightside." Every time there was every time there was a dip and they were transitioning the songs, he was like, "Mr. Brightside, Mr. Bright," and then obviously they saved it for last. They saved it for like the second or third to last song, and they were like, "All right, we're gonna go out with a bang. We know everybody's gonna ask for an encore, so we're gonna play one more song, and everybody just needs to like go out like balls to the wall, and like we'll go out on a bang." And they started playing that, and this kid's soul left his body. I watched this man who was sweating the equivalent of like everybody else on the dance floor at the same time. Just his soul just lifted from out of his body. Yeah, we took a great slow-mo video. Nora pointed that out. They had like a 360 camera like they do at like the Oscars when the people are on the red carpet. Took a little slow-mo video. Had a great time. Had about 9,000 cocktails. We actually went to a really cool mini golf place. So Bob, I don't know if you've heard of Putt Shack at all, but
Yeah, I get I'm at the top of the scoreboard there as well.
oh my fucking lord. Never mind. Anyway, so played some video games and playing a lot of Remnant 2. Remnant 2 is frigging unbelievable. Having a fantastic time with that. I actually dipped back into Hogwarts Legacy a little bit as well. I never got a chance to finish Hogwarts Legacy, so I dove back in there for a little bit, and it's great. I mean, it really is such a good game, and there's so much to do, and there's like so much great world building. But then, of course, this is like my Super Bowl this year. Baldur's Gate 3 came out today, and
Yep.
I completely forgot that it was coming out today. I've been so buried in work, but I just found out my office is going to be closed for like the rest of the month for like renovations.
Oh heck! Oh heck!
Looks like Daddy's working from home, and I'm going to have so much more time to game, and Baldur's Gate 3 comes out the same day. Just hardwired the PC, slapped the download on, went and made myself a salami and cheese, came back downstairs, fired it up, spent 2.5 hours on the character creator, just like God intended. And man, what a banger. What a banger. Baldur's Gate 3 is already so good. I had multiple friends text me and was like, all right, now that I've played Baldur's Gate 3, now I really want to play D&D. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want any of you sweaty video game nerds coming to my house now that you think you like Dungeons and Dragons because Baldur's Gate 3 came out. Listen, we've been playing D&D for 8 years. Okay? So if you think, you're just going to go play Baldur's Gate 3 and all of a sudden you're going to be asking me all these questions about Dungeons and Dragons and you think I'm going to be okay answering them, you're absolutely right because I love playing Dungeons and Dragons and I'm happy to play with you. I'll play D&D anytime. I'll play it right now. Thank you for asking.
He was playing before Chris Pine was involved.
100% I was. 100%.
Michelle Rodriguez.
I'm the original.
Doesn't even know.
Chris Pine was based after me. I am Chris Pine. Chris Pine came to me for acting tips. He was like, how do I make this character work? This is step one. You can't be you. You got to be me. Also, I want to just point out that Chris Pine is probably one of the most undersung comedic actors of our day. His comedic timing is so goddamn good. He should have been getting a lot of the roles that like Ryan Reynolds has got. Ryan Reynolds stole Chris Pine's whole flow. Be honest
I
with you.
disagree. I think they're two different versions of comedic acting.
They have a lot of the same, a lot of shared DNA there, though. If Chris Pine had abs, it'd be a different story. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
You're right. That's right. That's right.
I wouldn't mind seeing him with a six-pack and a V-cut down to the balls.
You know what people do mind seeing, though? Is their own content being streamed by another streamer labeled as a react video when the other streamer isn't even watching or reacting to it. They do mind that, if you hadn't heard. Have you guys heard about that at all, or is this new to you guys?
This literally just reminds me of the entire fucking what is it, Hell's Kitchen era of Twitch,
Yeah.
where everybody would just watch Hell's Kitchen on live stream themselves watching Hell's Kitchen
Yep.
for 40 fucking hours a week. Like, it's the same thing, except instead of stealing from trillion-dollar companies, you're stealing from individual creators.
Yeah, so I can't remember the name of the creator. I'll have to find that right now. But XQC was streaming another creator's YouTube content, and then basically went AFK for like 10 whole minutes, and like came back to it's Neo Explains. Neo Explains is the content creator, and XQC was streaming one of his videos, and then just like left the guy's video playing, and the entire video was shown on stream. And XQC then came back to the stream and was like, haha, I'm not even reacting to this. Like, this is kind of a shitty reaction. And then so
Wait, did he actually say that?
Yeah, he did. He was like making a mockery out of it, according to people. He returns like 10 minutes afterwards, and then he's like making a mockery out of the fact that he wasn't reacting to it. So there's been a lot of different takes on this, and I want to hear what you guys have to say on it. There are people who are like, it's free promotion. You know, XQC is one of the biggest streamers out, so like if he's showing your content on stream, hey, why look a gift horse in the mouth? And other people are like, all right, well, obviously this is fucked up because he's just like stealing somebody's content and putting it up on screen and then walking away so he can take a little smoke break. Where do you guys stand on this? How do you feel about it?
Go ahead, Tiggy.
So, you know, to play a little devil's advocate, not calling XQC a devil, but, you know, occasionally, maybe for me from time to time, I've been known to, claim I was streaming playing League of Legends, and it happened to actually be T1 Carrier, the best support in, the known world. And no one's really mind or come at me, but neither here nor there.
That's
Honestly,
true. Maybe you're not the best person to field this question, Tiggy, because I mean...
yeah, I mean, I do play a lot of MLB The Show, and it's very realistic, the graphics.
You have it on, you have it on ultra realistic setting, yeah.
Yeah, the controller, the light might not be showing, but everyone knows you can disable and delete those LEDs.
Yeah,
you can turn that off in the computer settings. That's a thing. But anyways, yes, it's an issue to somewhat of like stealing content, but I feel like this has been like I feel like I remember Ninja doing this, like whenever like people were eating food and they're showing like a YouTube video and stuff like that. Yeah. Nothing's reacting. This has been going on for a long time, and this is kind of like the biggest thing I've seen. This is probably the first time a big kick streamer.
Is the bubble bursting though? Is this could this be a sign of the times? Because I mean, I feel like it's coming around a lot more often. And then again, like Bob was saying, I mean, this was a big, you go from like streaming Big Brother or like MasterChef or something like that to streaming somebody's content who is not making that much money off of it. I mean, I don't know how much money Neo Explains makes off of their videos, but that raises the question, like, are they just kind of like mooching off of these smaller creators? Should they be getting them involved in some other way? Like, I don't know. How do you rectify this?
I'm not. Bob, are you ready? I might need a little more time to deliberate here.
Yes. So,
tag in.
So I might also not be the best person to ask for their viewpoint on this, because I am like one of the biggest Moon stands on the planet. I think he's probably my favorite streamer of all time. And whenever he has to take a break, he puts on like YouTube videos of like people opening and eating old MREs from fucking the 1920s and shit like that. Or he puts on the best YouTube series he puts on is Badlands Chugs.
Yeah, Badlands, yeah.
Dude, the best. He just walks away. Dude, he just walks away and puts on a full Badlands Chugs video, goes to the bathroom, gets himself something to eat and a drink, and comes back, and then he'll start reacting to it afterwards. But like Badlands Chugs has 3.5 million subscribers on YouTube. Is it really like, I don't know, is it really siphoning that content away from him at that point? I don't know.
I don't know. Like, is it? And that's interesting, because I don't know how many subs. I don't know how many subs Moon has, but
like 200K.
Okay, so I don't know. It seems like a very different conversation if you're using somebody's content who is much bigger than you. Like Badlands Chugs is much bigger than Moon. Subscriber wise
on YouTube, yes.
Subscriber.
I don't think he streams.
Yeah. Like in terms of audience. So that's interesting. I mean, I don't know. That's interesting, and that also raises the question about sports, about about reality shows or whatever. Like people were streaming MasterChef and Big Brother and stuff like that.
That is like actually illegal though.
I think like the lowest common denominator of content is like sitting there and just like watching a stream, and then it's just another streamer just sitting there like, or like laying down and just like watching like a video, and it's just like, what the fuck? You're not even providing any sort of commentary. Like, I didn't watch the XQC stream. Gab is in the TikTok chat. She said, "Hey, do you read this chat? Hello." Yes, Gab, we do. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you, Gab, for jumping in. I appreciate you checking out the TikTok stream. That was really nice of you. Thank you. What was I going to say? Yeah, I didn't watch the XQC stream, so I don't know if he was like providing commentary on it afterwards, or what the video was about, or if he was like trying to have some sort of thought-provoking conversation about whatever it is that the video
I don't
was about.
listen, to be fair, I don't think XQC has ever once in his life had a thought-provoking conversation. He can be listen, I'll give it to him. He can be one of the most entertaining people on the planet. It shows. I don't think he raises too many thoughts.
Yeah, I mean,
that
he's
can be
probably
brought up in
not.
conversation.
Yeah. I don't think he's like challenging too many people intellectually, But but that's it. I mean, you want your content to be accessible. You want your stuff to be entertaining. I don't know, but anyway, I mean, I don't know if it was our podcast that he was watching. How would I feel?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, that's an adequate question.
It's interesting. That's like, how would you feel if it was the podcast and it was like, granted, our logo is big and our socials are right here, like, so I don't know.
I would be fine with it, but then I would also see like the gap becomes, is there a conversation between the person who is streaming that content and the person who created the content? Is there ever a connection between the two? If that's the case, like if XQC was streaming our shit and then like followed us on TikTok or Twitter, then we could DM him and be like, hey, yeah, exactly. Then we could DM him and be like, hey, that was really cool of you to put up. We really appreciate it. Shit like that. Like, hey, if you ever want to come on the show, you're more than welcome. Shit like that. Like if you can make the connection there between the person reacting and the person who created, then I think that, levels the playing field a little bit more. I think you're looking at a more like eye to eye level between the two people. But when it's, if he's mocking it, it's not his content. It's a smaller streamer. It definitely feels like a punch down type of scenario.
That's exactly
like,
what I was going to say, is like punching down.
Like I can get away with this. I'm going to get away with this. Like, am I saying he did that intentionally? No. I just think it's, it's an uneven playing field between him and the creator.
Yeah. I mean,
and and it's on him. It's on him at that point to be the person to make that connection, to even it out.
Right. And I mean, even if you are the streamer or like, and I don't know if XQC has streamed his stuff before or if it got flagged to him some other way. But if you are that content creator and it's like, man, this guy is just constantly putting my shit on stream and then just like using it to entertain his audience, but he's not really. He also posted a screenshot that like showed the performance of his videos, and he was like, everybody's been telling me that it was going to give me like a bump in viewership, but it hasn't. It's just kind of like a flat line.
Yeah.
So it may not, those results might not be guaranteed. You might not see people convert like that. And so I can tell that like maybe that's why that kind of rubbed him the wrong way. Because if he's not getting any credit or shout outs or anything like that, and he's not seeing any sort of benefits from it, I'd probably call him out too and be like, hey, maybe tag us at least, or be like, hey, I'm streaming live now and we're watching some of at whatever name videos. Come check them out and react with me. That's a different story. But yeah. Tiggy, you should definitely just keep doing what you're doing with MLB The Show, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. With the Neo has 1.45 million subscribers. The last video that got showed has 3.7 million views. And every video that creator does is like millions and millions of views. So I think can just be summed up with kind of like the DMCA with the music. Yeah. It's just the fact that like XQC has, how many people? 20,000, 10,000 people in his chat. And he's watching the video and he's not adding anything to it. But he's all like, Neo is now not getting 10,000 plus views, even though 10,000 people are watching it.
Exactly. Like that. He's not getting any sort of kickback for that. He's not getting the revenue. He's not getting any sub share. He's not getting really anything for that, even though it's his content that is fueling XQC's stream. So yeah.
The exposure argument is like, I mean, you can't really get away with that. It's like, yes, it can exist, but it's also the same fucking. It also, to me, is the same exact thing of like us getting a partnership, and they're like, actually, we're not going to pay you for this partnership, but if you sell a product, you get a kickback. Like it's I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal. I mean, it's a no-win situation, I think. And I think you easily kind of drown that out and you easily get rid of that situation just by like properly crediting The content creator, by properly, saying, hey, this is this person's thing, you should go subscribe. And the people that spend their entire days watching content creators like this, the people that watch XQC and Kai Cenat and fucking whoever else that like are live every single day, multiple hours a day, and like live and die by their streams, they'll do that stuff. Like, I'm sure that they would if they said, hey, go support this person and make sure that you go subscribe to them. So I don't know. I do think it's a good reality check for for content creators to be like, hey, if somebody calls you on this bullshit, like you should just like own up to it and say, hey, like I probably should have been more smart about that. I don't want it to make it look like I'm making a mockery out of your stuff.
Did he have like a? I don't want to use the term reaction to how this all played out, but did he have like anything to say after the person called him out?
XQC?
Yes.
He has a YouTube video up now that says, I got called out for reacting, and I'm not going to watch it, but
I'm not going to watch. Yeah. That's just a clickbait title. That just sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, I got called out for reacting. And I'm on like my third 8-second ad, so I don't know. It's an hour long. Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna assume that, he's the whole conversation now is like, is the React genre or meta or whatever the fuck you want to call it, is the React meta like abusive to the people who are being reacted to? Does the content have to be like transformative, or like does it have to be of a certain like a certain percentage of like you talking versus the other people talking? It makes me miserable just to even talk about. I think you should probably just stream your own shit or like stream video games or something, but what the fuck do I know? Also, Reg, thanks for the sub. And also I found out who subbed on YouTube because there was a little like mini bar in on OBS. So that was Castle on YouTube. Thank you so much for the YouTube sub. Appreciate you. Moving right along. What else we got? We had some news about CSGO gambling, and there was also some Game of the Year talk that I would like to get into because I honestly think that Tears of the Kingdom has run for its money here. I think a lot of people went into this year just like they did with Elden Ring the year that came out. They were like, Tears of the Kingdom is automatically going to be the game of the year. But there's a lot of dogs. There's a lot of dogs in this fight right now. So let's get into that a little bit. I mean, dark horses, favorites, sleepers. What are we thinking for Game of the Year so far? I mean, there's been so many great games that have come out this year. Remnant 2, I think Remnant 2 gets a nod. Remnant 2 gets the nomination, but I don't know that it is taking anybody's Game of the Year vote away from Tears of the Kingdom or something like that. Phenomenal game.
I disagree. I think Remnant actually has enough buzz around it for it to be a contender.
Okay. Talk to me. Tell me more.
I think it's tough to say because it's not. I don't know how to explain it. It's the second best seller, second most played game on Steam right now, after fucking Counter-Strike.
Yep.
And what did that last year? Elden Ring.
Yep.
Yes. So the comparisons are there where last year's Game of the Year winner was the best-selling game on Steam. It was the most played game on Steam.
Yep.
Everybody fucking loved it. I haven't heard a single bad thing about Remnant 2 right now.
No.
Not one bad thing. I probably have 20 hours into it so far. I have nothing to complain about. Like, it is everything I wanted from this game. Remnant from the Ashes was one of my biggest, one of my most played and highest honored Dark Souls clones I have ever played. Mm-hmm. And this game is that and more and better in every way.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a perfect game. Like I said, 2023 is, like I tweeted actually a couple of weeks ago, 2023 is the year of every sequel I ever wanted to be perfect has been perfect so far.
Yeah.
Darkest Dungeon 2 has been perfect. Remnant 2 has been perfect. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet, but I'm sure that's fucking perfect too.
Yep. No,
I don't know. I think Remnant actually, if it continues to keep up with the buzz that it has right now,
Yeah.
like TikTok, it is blowing up over TikTok right now because there are so many secrets to it.
Right.
Like there are fucking hidden paths, there's hidden items, there's multiple ways to kill multiple bosses to get multiple different items.
Yep.
There's gear and shit that people have not even unlocked yet. It's exploding over social media because everybody's working together to try to figure out how to do this shit. And like that was how Dark Souls 1 was when Dark Souls 1 became huge.
Right.
People all over the internet like, "Oh, like I found this ring. What do I do with this ring?" And then just there's forums being built around it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing to see what's happening with Remnant right now.
It is. No, yeah, I agree. And it's also great to see because I love to see like Gunfire Games is not massive.
They were a double A company, I would consider them.
I mean,
a double A
Gunfire Game. I mean, Gearbox Publishing obviously is a whole different. I mean, they're a massive. But what is the advertising budget for this game? Fucking $20? I haven't seen a single ad for Remnant 2 anywhere. It's literally almost entirely fueled by conversation and word of mouth, which is incredible to see. Obviously, Elden Ring had years and years and years of hype built up around it. Tears of the Kingdom is Tears of the Kingdom. So I think Remnant 2 deserves. When you look at all the games, that are in the conversation for Game of the Year right now, including some that haven't come out yet. So Resident Evil 4 Remake, Tears of the Kingdom, Final Fantasy 16, Spider-Man 2, Starfield, Remnant 2, and then you got to include Diablo 4 just because it's Diablo 4, but it's a whole different conversation.
Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Yeah. So you think about all those games. I mean, excluding Hollow Knight, Starfield, massive company, massive history, massive pedigree. Spider-Man, it's Spider-Man. Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy. Diablo is Diablo. Zelda's Zelda. Resident Evil's Resident Evil. Remnant 2, in comparison, is fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Even compared to Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight has had... This is the second or third Hollow Knight game, right?
Second one.
So
this one's been in development hell for since the first one came out.
Even the original Hollow Knight came out 2017, but all the games that Remnant 2 is up against are massive storied franchises or huge legendary developers that are going up against Gunfire Games and their little engine that is exploding due to word of mouth. And that's incredible. That's incredible to me.
Underdog story, baby.
I like it.
I'm here for it.
I can't get enough of it.
I'm here for it.
Tiggy, what are your thoughts? Is it Black Ops 3 for you, or what's the deal?
I think potentially, I mean, the question is, can you have double nominations? Can you be nominated, in years past, or is it only games that came out this year?
Only games
Game of the year. Game
of
this year. Game of this year. Game of this year, yeah.
That released this year. Okay, obviously I knew that. I wanted people in the chat. A lot of people were asking me questions. I wanted to come to the horse's mouth there. So I'm sorry, guys, if anyone was thinking that, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 that came out in 2010 or 2009 would be available, that's not the case, unfortunately.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So I mean,
disregarding
that, I mean, I have bought Remnant 2. I had a blast. I've only played it one day. I need to get back into it. I need to get a kind of a crew together.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little lost. There's not much aim down sight, mini map, or anything like that. So, not that I'm used to. But that was very fun, different experience. I know Hogwarts Legacy came out this year, correct? So, I mean, that'll probably be up there.
I mean, it's a tight.
Yeah, and Baldur's Gate. If Baldur's Gate is as good as everybody is saying it is, it's it has to be up there.
Yeah, it has to be I mean, Baldur's Gate is a generational RPG. We're getting 3 generational RPGs this year, which is fucking maybe 4. That's insane. A great year for RPG stands like me.
Will they all last though? Will they all last?
That's true. Diablo's already dead, so
that's true.
Diablo
New
4
World, Lost Ark, are those out there still or no?
What?
I'm pretty sure people still play Lost Ark. I'm pretty sure Lost Ark is massive still because it was massive before it came to the US.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. So I would say, Harry Potter's probably up there, big IP. Even though how much damage JK does, people still love the game. So.
Yep. Yeah. Fuck JK Rowling.
Yeah.
Fuck JK Rowling.
Fuck her. Yep. Get her out.
Hogwarts Legacy is a really good game, though. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, we've had some incredible RPGs this year. I mean, the Game of the Year field is like mostly role playing games. Starfield, Final Fantasy, Diablo. I guess you could. I don't even know if you call. You don't call
heard
it.
it.
Zelda's not really an RPG.
You heard it here first. Starfield's gonna suck.
What makes you say that? Let's expand on
Dude,
that. Let's unpack
There's
that.
there's no fucking way that game is playable on release. No way.
Okay. Is this just-
No way, brother. No way.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'd be willing to bet that game comes out and is a buggy, broken mess.
I mean, it's a Bethesda game, so there is
I,
precedent.
look, I'm willing to bet it's a buggy, broken mess. I'm not going to say it's. We'll call Cyberpunk 2077 the biggest, buggiest launch mess of all time. I'm not going to say it's that bad, but I'm going to say it's like 50 to 75% of the way there.
Okay. What about
That's a-
people? I don't think we talked about Star Wars Jedi too.
Off the table for me. I still haven't beaten it because it's
Too hard.
it's just
too,
it plays.
too hard. Is it too hard
Yep.
for Dr. Bob?
Yeah,
It's-
buddy, I play on the hardest difficulties. Okay, grow up.
the game works for everybody else now. What the fuck is going on with you? It still doesn't work for you?
It's Remnant 2 season for me, baby.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Jedi Survivor had its fucking chance, and then it shit the bed at launch. So
Oh my god.
it's gonna have to wait.
Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, there's like 11 great games that came out this year, and people are still like
And then
complaining. about
also
Call of
some
Duty
of the
on a daily
worst-
basis on Twitter.
Also, some of the worst games to ever be released came out this year as well.
Gollum.
Gollum is potentially the worst game ever released.
Was Forspoken this year?
Yeah, not a bad game,
What other?
not a bad game, but everything around it was awful.
What else? What are some other shitty games? That came out this year?
Redfall.
Redfall wasn't that bad. That wasn't Gollum
Shut
bad.
Shut up. Shut the front door.
Wasn't that the game that like couldn't work? Like, couldn't
Yes.
start?
Yeah.
I thought Redfall was fun.
Yeah, as long as you got into the game and the fucking AI didn't glitch into the floor.
Yeah. You know. And
Oh my god.
this episode is brought to you by Microsoft, our good friends at Microsoft. Subscribe to Xbox Game Pass now for $15.99.
I'm never not going to say that's not the best deal in gaming because it absolutely is. But Redfall was a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Forspoken was a shit show. Gollum was a shit show.
I
There's
mean,
other bad games out this year. This is the game of like polar opposites.
Yeah.
Like you get some of the biggest games to ever release, and then you get some of literally the worst games ever released.
I mean, Redfall definitely is one of those games where I can see what the vision was, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
I agree.
wow, all right, this game's got some great ideas. It's got some. See you later, Miller. It's got some great ideas. It's got some potential. There's some good bones here. And then I'm like, maybe they'll fix it. You know, they'll patch it up. They'll fix up some of these bugs. And then I logged into Redfall for the first time in like 2 months last week, and it still plays exactly the same, and it's still a fucking mess. And I just have absolutely no idea what is going on with that. And then you go and read all the reports that like it was never supposed to be a multiplayer game, and it kind of got shoehorned in at the last minute. So who the fuck knows? But there is about a million other amazing games. People are still going to complain about COD on a daily basis on Twitter. But there's so many great games that are out this year. It is a great year for gaming. And it's a great year to just try new things. I mean, whether it's a role-playing game or, it's a game from a smaller publisher that you're not familiar with, or, it's a remake. There's a lot of folks that, and the dog is barking. There's a lot of folks that get a lot of options on them. We are eating good. We are eating good this year. But I just think that I don't think that Tears of the Kingdom has the easiest path to Game of the Year that people might think they do.
No way.
It'll be an upset. It'll be an upset if Tears of the Kingdom doesn't win.
Probably.
But I don't know how that voting happens. I don't know if Jeff Keighley just goes into the back and like picks and puts it in an envelope himself, or if it's like, I don't know. I don't know what they do to determine Game of the Year voting, but I bet, you know what? I bet Remnant 2 wins like a fan choice award. Because I think they do that. They do like a fan favorite something at the Game Awards, where like it's the only one that comes down to a fan vote.
They went on Nickelodeon Blimp. They went out.
Yeah. They put.
I still think that would end up being like Baldur's Gate.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, but Bob, you can't compare these other games to Baldur's Gate. Remember?
Yeah.
It's not fair to compare those.
True. You know what? You're right.
It's the award is not Game of the Year. It's second Game of the Year to Baldur's Gate 3. That's the award they're winning.
Please don't compare us to Baldur's Gate 3. Don't do that.
God forbid a company could make a game that's fantastic.
Dude, I don't know how many videos of you. Well, I know what you're watching on our TikTok, but because then the recommendations come to me. But when I've seen so many.
What am I watching?
So many videos of like just like reactions of like developers when they find out that people don't want to pay, full price for games that are shittier than Baldur's Gate 3, and it's just that it's like, what is it? Tim from I Think You Should Leave, and he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Dude, that fight. Have you watched that show?
Oh yeah, it's
so good. Oh my god,
it's amazing.
So
it's a phenomenal program.
I would say probably just stay off of our TikTok algorithm as much as you can.
Well, the good thing is that I get push notifications. That's like username that is definitely not safe for work, that you watched videos from, posted a new video, and I'm like,
that's why I turn my push notifications off.
Who watched videos on? So, yeah.
Yeah, you, Dom. You're the one getting the notifications. You sick fuck.
I don't know about all that.
Listen, just because the fucking what was the name of the show? The Man Show?
Yeah, the Man Show, yeah.
Just because the Man Show fucking bounced on the trampolines before TikTok existed doesn't mean I don't miss the show.
That's very true. Well, hey, the good news is that we have what is called an abundance of choice, an embarrassment of riches when it comes to the Game of the Year. So, I mean, no matter who you're backing for Game of this year, you really can't lose. So, What else we got on the slate today? We got a little bit of CS:GO,
Iggy,
Twitch.
Tell me all about it. Come on. There's a lot of fucking CS:GO news. You gotta tell me.
This is where I leave you guys to go refill my water because I don't know anything about CS:GO. Go.
Yeah. I'm gonna set the stage for Dr. Bob here. Some info came out for CS2, Counter-Strike 2, the sequel to Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Yep, the sequel.
Biggest esport in this world's ever seen. They are no longer allowing business relations between TOs and teams.
Smart.
Goodbye, franchise and partner teams. Hello to a more open circuit, and it'll take full effect in 2025. Now, Dr. Bob, what can we make of that analysis?
It's very smart. What it does is it makes the competitive scene for Counter-Strike the most competitive it can be. So the problem with Counter-Strike was tournament organizations it's almost like franchising, where a team would be like a ECL or an ESL partner or a Blast Premier partner. And if they were a partner for any of these tournaments, they basically automatically have an invite into said tournament. What happens with that is, because you're already guaranteed to make it to the tournament, you're already guaranteed X amount of money per payout, and you're probably getting stipended by whatever comes in for advertisements. Like if you're partnered, you probably bought your way in, you're probably making X amount, like X percentage off of whatever it is. And that doesn't always create the most competitive tournaments that take place. For example, I don't want to shit on Evil Geniuses because I like the organization. I think they're doing a lot of the right things for NA Counter-Strike, but Evil Geniuses was I think they were an ESL and a Blast partnered team for a long time. And at one point, they were number one in the world in 2019 for about a month. They were upsetting everybody. They were, they won a couple of tournaments together. And then that was right in the middle of that's right before the pandemic started. And then at that point, like, everybody's playing from home, everybody's playing remotely, and they fell off. From there, people left because Valorant just came out. People signed big contracts to go play Valorant. Ethan, for example, they lost their IGL. They lost half of their fucking team. The only people in the core that remained were Cirque and Breeze. And then from there, what they did was they just started picking up anybody they could find to fit onto a team just so they could make it into the tournament. Just so they had 5 people to play in the tournament. They couldn't keep a team together, and now we have 2 different evil geniuses. We have EG and EG Black, which I think is, again, I don't want to shit on them because I think what they're doing for NA Counter-Strike is massive. But they are pooling together NA talent, but they're not solidifying rosters anymore. And one of the biggest reasons why they're doing that is because they didn't have to do that for the longest fucking time when it came to being a partner team for these organizations. You didn't have to be, within the top 20 rank in the world to be participating. I'm sure at some points they were in the top fucking 50 and they were still being invited to these tournaments because they were partners. But now that they're eliminating that, that makes competition. If you are ranked in the top 15 or if you're ranked in the top 20, you probably get invited. If you're ranked in the top 10, you probably automatically get invited. I haven't gone too in depth with this because I don't know how it's going to work. But if you're ranked outside of the top 10, like, there's a play-in. They'll probably have like 2 or 3 spots for a play-in. So there's another tournament before the tournament where you play your way into said tournament and you make it to the stage and you make it to the playoffs of that tournament. So yeah, I think this is, in all honesty, this is probably the best thing for the Counter-Strike integrity of the top tier talent. Does it have any negative side effects to any teams that are losing these partnerships? Potentially, but it also gives everybody a reason to perform better and reasons for orgs to go out and seek the best talent that they can find, build rosters that make sense to play in tournaments, that want to go compete and win tournaments, instead of just making a roster to have a roster because you're going to make a tournament, and as long as you keep up tournament appearances, you're getting paid X amount of money anyway. I think it's inherently a good thing for the sport.
I think not only great thing for the sport, but all of esports that, as competitively as a game of CSGO across, the whole globe, it's a great step and could be somewhat of like a healing push towards esports, towards like more financial stability when it comes to like organizations and tournament organizers and just everyone in general, because, obviously salaries are going to go down. But like you said, the competitiveness and the drive for other players and a chance to make just more name for yourself is there.
Yeah, I hope they have to stick to this. There were inherent flaws with the system beforehand, and I'm like, people from Dexerto have done in-depth, like, diving through all of this shit to like seed out some of the fucking like really like back end shit that didn't make sense, that shouldn't have been happening for a lot of these tournament organizers. And like, good on you for doing the dirty work for that shit, because I'm not going to do it. But like, yeah, there's a lot that was wrong with it, and there's a lot that's still wrong with it. And I'm glad that they're making changes for it. Again, like, as somebody who watches Counter-Strike every single day it's on, like, this is only good for me and only good for viewers and only good for the sport. Outside of whatever may be financially hindering other teams.
Yeah, it's kind of like the old MLG days, you're going to have to grind through the ladder, grind through and play and get these like pro points in a sense, really, to like get your rank up, correct?
Yeah, so for example, TFT does when they do tournaments, they do snapshot rankings. So if there's a tournament next weekend, I think there is a tournament next weekend, I think it's Shurima Cup. There's a tournament next weekend. What the tournament organizers do is they do an LP snapshot. So as long as you have X amount of LP in Challenger, you qualify for it. And it's like the top maybe 40 players, as long as you're above like 1,100 LP, you qualify. You qualify for the tournament, and then I think you just say like, yes, I'll be able to play in it. I would assume that is something that they're going to implement for Counter-Strike as well, like a leaderboard snapshot, like a world ranking snapshot. So like 2 months out before, what they probably will do is a couple of months out before the tournament, they'll have to lock in rosters. So if you have a roster, you have to have 5 players, and then you likely have a 6th player as a backup in case somebody like gets sick or some shit. And then maybe like 6 weeks to a month out, they'll do a world ranking snapshot, or maybe vice versa. They'll swap those. Do a world ranking snapshot and then make them lock in rosters. But as long as you're within the top 10, top 15, something like that, you'll be invited. If you want to participate, there's a seat open for you. If not, we give it to the next team. And then anybody outside of that has to do a play-in to get to the stage.
Yeah. I think it's super cool, and it's very like nostalgic in a sense, like just to put in like, I want to say layman's terms, but Call of Duty terms, there was once where pro teams had to still play like 5 matches a day to get like your pro points.
Yep.
And teams would legit like have a second team in a sense of fake players that would automatically give them like the 5 wins per day to kind of like, so pro teams didn't have to bother playing these matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wonder if the same thing will happen with Counter-Strike, or are these Counter-Strike players literally going to go in and be playing like best of ones on, I don't know if it'll be like, obviously it won't be like MLG or something, but I assume something like that of that degree.
No, there's enough tournaments. There's a tournament going on at any given time, basically.
Okay.
So actually one of the biggest problems with Counter-Strike for the past couple of years has been tournament overlap, where teams qualify for one tournament, they're invited to another tournament, and this was a partnership issue. So if you were a partner for one tournament, you were obligated to show up for that tournament. If you qualified for another tournament that overlapped with it, you couldn't attend that other tournament. You would have to go to the partner tournament. So like that's another area where there's a huge problem. But now recently they have spaced out the tournaments to be more acceptable and forgiving, because people are traveling like 50 out of 52 weeks a year at that point. But there are enough tournaments, there's enough competition going on at any given time for a world ranking to be, pretty established.
So they're just going to take it from these tournaments. They're not going to have to play like matches daily or something.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
That was going to be my big question, because Counter-Strike games are, long as hell. I mean,
it's not a League of Legends match, that's for sure.
Yeah, not even close. Definitely not in Bronze 2, where, matches end 40, 50 minutes because no one knows how to end and go for the objectives, and they're all just playing Call of Duty, responding over and over again. No one definitely knows that. But yeah, that's interesting, because, like, I just figured it'd be like Call of Duty, but that's awesome for the sport, and just like esports in general, like I said. It's going to be really cool to watch, and just see, like, up-and-coming new teams just out of nowhere that might just have, like, young prodigies, that don't have a big name, so...
Yeah, what happens with that is the bigger teams end up poaching them, which is exactly what happened this offseason. Every tier 2 team that had legitimate talent, they poached all the talent off of them. But hey, that's how the game plays,
That's how the cookie crumbles.
The cookie.
That's how the,
Dom, how do you feel being so inundated with so much Counter-Strike information?
I like to try to just do my best to absorb it via osmosis and just hope that it kind of all sticks.
Photosynthesis, yep.
Yeah, I feel that it is difficult for me to truly like dial in and listen to it all like in depth, because I don't know what the fuck I'm hearing, so it's gonna go in one ear and out the other anyway. But I'm hoping that I continue to absorb it. But speaking of things that we can absorb, you guys want to listen to some voicemails?
Yeah, I'd love to absorb some voicemails.
Hell yeah. It's WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line, 617-701-7678. Leave us a voicemail and we will listen to it live on the show. Caller number 1. What do you got?
What is up, WGG fam? WGG Founding Fathers. It's your boy JD Genesis calling with another weekly voicemail. Gotta make this one a little quick.
You guys hear it?
I was thinking about merch lately. Any new merch coming? I was thinking, do we have any plans for a Land the Train shirt or anything like that? And also, what's everybody's favorite piece of merch that they have? Personally, I think I really love besides the original OG WGG logo, I really love These Hands Rated E for Everyone shirt. I love that one. Much love as always, guys. Glad to be back. Peace.
Listen, if we're making new merch, it's going to be Not Another Golf Podcast. It's going to be Not Another Golf Podcast polo.
I mean, it could happen.
If that should be the next thing, it's golf season. Not Another Golf Podcast polo.
I mean, I did make a golf themed shirt, and I think Tiggy was the only one that bought it.
Oh, that's tough because that is my favorite piece of merch.
There it is, dude.
We got
The
that
gamers.
on the pack. The gamers.
Tiggy
Shout
was
out the Masters.
Tiggy was the only one that copped that. So big shout out to Tiggy for being a fucking. When Tiggy showed up at PAX with that, I like almost cried. I was like, "Wow, dude, that is you're a real one for that." I'm so glad that you bought that shirt. I think that was the only sale that we made. My favorite.
Yeah, but now we take that logo, put it on the corner of a polo.
Yeah.
Boom.
I think my favorite
retire.
was, or is, man, what's my favorite piece of WGG merch? This is great because this is really just like a hype Dom up segment. I really like the like support your local gaming podcast one, the one that I typically wear at PAX. Black logo, big black block letters in the back. That one's really great, and I also really like the Send It NASCAR shirt. That was before everybody else co-opted that saying, and then it kind of just kind of went the way of the dinosaurs. But that'll still have a special place in my heart forever. Bob, what do you got?
Out of the two I wear the most, it is the Party Daddies hoodie.
Yep.
Actually, the three I wear the most. The Party Daddies hoodie, the WGG clean logo that we have at orchid8.com.
Yep.
That's my other hoodie that I wear the most. And then the straight up OG, only 50 were ever made, only 50 were ever printed.
Yes.
1 out of 50 WGG original logo.
The
Sure.
OG, the OG, triple OG.
OG, triple OG.
Yes.
Dude, my friends that own it say I see them wear it all they still wear it all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Mikey and Frankie both told me, they were like, this is one of my favorite shirts I've ever owned. And I agree with them. If it ever wears down enough to the point where I can't wear it anymore, I'm going to frame it.
That you should.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. I mean, I love that, and I'm glad that we have some merch with some staying power, I'm glad that we've got some, some folks that really like the merch, and it's cool seeing people wearing it.
What if we do a big callback, a deep callback for a new merch idea, and we put a fuck Meredith on a shirt?
Ooh. Will Meredith find out about that?
Who fucking cares? I hope she does.
I mean, hey, that might be a big one.
What a strange time in my life.
That was a very strange time in your life. All right, here we go. Next caller.
What is up, fellas? It is Tiggy on Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are all looking tremendous today. It's a
Don't hear it.
fantastic Thursday. I'm jumping up and down, doing a little dance.
Still don't hear it.
Friday Junior
Nope.
is here. Now,
Say something, Dom.
Hello.
Yeah, we don't hear it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like I hold it like just far enough.
Put it down a little bit. Back a little bit. Nope. Just tell us what it says.
It's Tiggy.
Ah. There is no input on the sides of the mic. It's only on the front.
Hold on, play it. I think I hear it. Hold on. Play it try one more time. Hey, what is up, guys? It is Tiggy here. What is it? You guys are looking tremendous today. Oh, it is a fantastic Thursday night, a.k.a. Friday, Junior. And, oh, man, I'm dancing. I'm tapping. Here we go. Anyways, quick hypothetical here, guys. Just checking. I just wanted to see if there was any, kind of milestones you're looking to hit in your personal gaming careers right now.
Yep.
I know. Dr. Ball's probably trying to go top 50 NA and something, and Dom probably as well. He's getting up there. He's leaning forward in the chair, and he's high octane gaming nowadays. So, anyways, just wanted to check in. Keep doing it. Love you guys. Peace.
Thank you so
Wow,
much.
that
Wow,
sounded
live.
that sounded so clear. It sounded like that. I've never heard a voicemail come in so clear ever.
No, never. Thank you for that, Tiggy. Thank you for the voicemail. Call back anytime. Yeah, no, I mean, in terms of gaming milestones, I mean, I don't know that I really have any gaming milestones that I'm really looking towards right now. But I think just gaming more is my big one. Just getting more time to game is a big one for me. So, Bob, what about you? I mean, are you back it's just TFT 24/7 or what's the deal?
I want to hit Masters in TFT. I'm not playing it 24/7, for sure not. I just play it when I have time in between shit. Like if I'm working and I have to wait for something, I'll play a match. I'll play 2 matches, and then I play when my buddies aren't on Remnant. So
True.
I get a couple of matches in every single day, climbing that fucking ladder. I want to hit Masters, and then we'll see. Once I hit Masters, if I want to keep going, I'll feel it out, test the waters.
Hey, feel it out, dude. Feel it out. And by all means, get all the feels that you need. All right, let's see here. Rockin', thank you for jumping in here, man. I know we're about to wrap up, but thank you. I just saw you. Hold on, let me see if you can actually hear this.
Hey boys, Coleman here. Thought I'd leave a voice message. I was recently thinking about this.
You have to put it more in line with the front of the mic, though.
PS2 collection, getting that straightened back up again, and the game that caught my eye was Guitar Hero 3. That game, is so unobtainable now. If you try to find the guitars for that game, they're nigh on to impossible to find. And if you do find them, people are charging $150 for 2 guitars. What's crazy to me is it seems like back when Guitar Hero came out between the PS2 and Xbox 360 generations and PS3 generations, I just remember it felt like every one of my friends had Guitar Hero and had a guitar. So what do you think just kind of wiped that from the face of the earth? I know PS4 made a Guitar Hero game that was okay, I have it. It was fun. It changed the way it was, the traditional Guitar Hero was. It just didn't have that same feel as the old Guitar Heroes. I know the market got insanely saturated with them when it was in its prime. And do you think if they brought back a Guitar Hero that it would sell well today? Or if they did some kind of Guitar Hero Ultimate, or they just put a ton of songs on one game and gave you
They could
2
never do that.
classic guitars? How do you guys think that would do in sales today? I personally think it would be a hit because I feel like that was the go-to party game for a while was Rock Band and Guitar Hero. So hope you guys have a great week. Yeah, stay alive in this heat. My brain's already scrambled from it. See you guys.
Great
Coleman,
question.
thank you for the voicemail. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see Guitar Hero and Rock Band make a comeback. It'd be tough, though, because I feel like DMCA laws are so difficult right now that, one of the best things about the best things about those games is playing with your friends, and people would absolutely want to stream it, or and you just couldn't do that. I just feel like you just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that was
I
a
would love
time
to see
before
it.
streaming. Yeah.
I would love to see it. I mean, I hope that maybe one day they figure that out.
Yeah, I looked into it a couple of years ago because I thought it'd just be so fun. I moved away further West Coast, and I was like, oh, Guitar Hero would be so cool. That'd be such a cool. I had I'm sure everyone thought about it. It's oh, let's stream Guitar Hero and we can pretend to be a band and do a set list.
Yeah.
It's that'd be so cool. But the thing is, all the Guitar Hero games you cannot play online as a band.
No, you can't.
They don't have that functionality.
It's wild.
And it's crazy that we're in the year, we're in the tax year 2022, and that's not an option.
Yeah, the tax year 2022. Yeah, I know. I would love to see that franchise come back. Rock Band is my favorite. I still have all my old Rock Band shit. I gotta dig it out, and I'll just have the boys over, and we'll just have a time.
I still have my Guitar Hero 2 guitar sitting at my parents' house.
Bring it on over.
There are a lot of problems with that. Legally, it's impossible to maintain, especially online, especially in a streaming environment. Legally, it is impossible. And then financially, it doesn't make sense for what was the company? Harmonix? Was it
Yeah.
Harmonix that made
Yeah,
it?
Harmonix and Activision were the two competing companies.
Financially, it makes absolutely no sense to create peripherals like that ever again. Like it costs too much. Like the production value for those things costs too much to produce en masse. And if you release a game, if you release a Guitar Hero game, you're paying for the licenses for these songs. 2, you're paying for physical peripherals to be produced alongside these games. 3, you have to hope every single one of those you produce gets sold, or you're not covering the cost. The cost.
Very true.
Or you have to charge out the ass for it. I read somewhere that they tried doing like a quote unquote live service Guitar Hero game in the past, and that's what really put the nail in the coffin for them. I don't know. It might not have been Guitar Hero. I could be thinking of this wrong, but I think it was Guitar Hero. But they tried doing a quote unquote live service Guitar Hero where they had seasons of songs that would rotate in and out. So what was great about the original Guitar Hero games was you bought the disc, you put the disc in, every song that was on that you had access to at any given time.
Right.
With an online service, any song you were playing up until that point could just be removed at any time.
Yeah,
there is no quote unquote ownership. You can't go back to it at any point. And I'm pretty sure that's what actually killed the franchise.
Yeah, that's wicked fucking dumb. That's like some mobile game bullshit. Who the fuck wants to do that?
Yeah. So there's no way. I mean, again, fiscally, it probably made sense for Harmonix to do something like that because you're renting licenses for 3-month periods or 6-month periods or something like that, and you're not buying rights to these things for X amount of time. Like fiscally, it makes sense for them, but logistically, it makes no sense for consumers.
Yeah.
So I just don't think I don't see a future where it ever comes back, and I don't want to be the pessimist about it. I'm saying like logistically, I don't think it ever makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, Bobby Kotick said when the Microsoft acquisition happened that that was on the top of his list was to bring back stuff like that, to bring back the plastic peripherals, the Guitar Hero, the Skylanders, stuff like that. So you never know. You never know.
Yeah, and if you put him at the helm of that shit, you'll be paying $250 for a fucking Guitar Hero guitar.
That was his.
You'll be buying a Guitar Hero physical guitar battle pass that you have to put a credit card into every fucking month just to access it.
I'm just gonna dig out my 360 from my mom's basement and play it as the good Lord intended, locally and offline. All right, cool. Let's land the train, shall we?
Damn, son.
Big shout out to Tiggy. Thank you so much for coming on 4 times back to back to back to back to back. Big shout out to everybody in the chat: Rockin', JB, Nora, Steve. Reg was here for a second. Tiggy also in the chat. Scrap, Little Bo Pete. We had the whole gang out here today. That feels really good. So thank you guys for coming out. We love you.
Shout out Gab on TikTok.
And also Gab on TikTok. Yeah, and big shout out to Castles on YouTube for the sub. So yeah, check us out on TikTok. Check us out on YouTube at Wicked Good Gaming on both of them. And that's it. Tiggy.
I just want to thank you guys first and foremost for bringing me back. You know, I'll be on call next week. We'll see what happens. You know, just in case. I'm a bullpen call away. You know, I'm always ready. But you know, shout out my lovely girlfriend who I saw last weekend. Shout out my teammates. This weekend I'm actually going to play some League of Legends with some people from my squadron. Very exciting things. Games are always fun with friends. So that'll be fun. I can't wait to let them all down. I
was going to say, are they all in bronze as well?
No. So we have one guy's gold, and he's going to be playing with me in the bot lane. Our mid laner, who's like my best friend here, he is legit just made masters and is going to try for grandmaster. He's like fucking filthy. So it's going to be a carry snowball for him, you know. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, things are good. Shout out the Juicebox podcast where I came from, and yeah. Love you guys.
Word. Bob.
Shout out to you both.
Thank you.
Shout out to golf. Shout out to golf, man. I am golf now.
This has been episode 384 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Make sure that you sit down and relax and appreciate the new outro. Big shout out to Steve once again. And we love you so much. And we'll see you next week.